This assembly line represents the standard of modern car development, a highly controlled exercise governed by logistical spreadsheets, strict carbon-neutral compliance, and rigid safety parameters. Traditionally, a new vehicle spends years behind closed doors, as engineers calculate tolerances in a vacuum, long before a prototype ever touches a racetrack. Toyota's Gazoo Racing division broke that mold at the Fuji Speedway when they revealed a radical, chaotic prototype known as the M concept. Engineers completely stripped the interior of this Yaris, replacing the rear seats with a new 2.0-liter turbocharged engine tuned for 400 horsepower. This engine sits directly behind the driver, feeding a complex all-wheel drive system that powers both axles simultaneously. This machine functions as a public testbed for the technologies required to launch the rumored 2028 revival of the Toyota Celica. Gazoo Racing's chief engineer, Saito-san, manages this division like a startup, prioritizing speed and experimentation over the typical caution of a massive corporate behemoth. While most manufacturers follow a linear path from a design brief to a finished car, GR uses a circular loop, where they begin at the track, testing chassis dynamics before they've even finalized the interior cabin. This rogue culture is protected by Toyota's chairman, Akio Toyoda, a master test driver who frequently races these prototypes under the pseudonym Morizo. The team enters active 24-hour endurance races to use the circuit as a laboratory, bolting on experimental aero wings and prototype braking systems to see how they handle sustained punishment. Toyota is using the pressures of active competition to determine the physical identity and performance limits of the car during its earliest stages of development. Within this engineering loop, engineers actively hunt for mechanical limits, treating a shattered part as a successful stress test. This search for failure is evident in their alternative fuel tests, where they pump liquid hydrogen at -250 degrees Celsius through a racing engine. The extreme cold causes the metal fuel pumps to wear out rapidly, forcing the team to perform 3-hour pit stops just to replace the damaged hardware mid-race. On rally stages, they pushed internal combustion blocks to the point of catastrophic pre-ignition, providing the data needed to reprogram the ignition timing for future engines. To find the breaking point of their drivetrain, they ran a prototype for 1,000 consecutive laps on a gravel course, pushing it to the absolute limit until the transfer case physically melted. Chairman Akio Toyoda even contributed to the dataset by rolling a prototype on the track, which allowed the team to study the vehicle's real-world rollover safety limits. Forcing these components to fail under track conditions allows the engineers to build durability into the production parts, ensuring they can withstand stresses far beyond typical consumer use. After 24 hours of racing at Fuji, the M concept finished in 54th place, dead last among the entire field. Toyota prioritized the collection of continuous chassis stress data over its position on the leaderboard, valuing the technical telemetry gained from a full day of sustained abuse. This data flows directly into the fix phase. Engine-destroying pre-ignition leads to new timing maps, and melted gears lead to the reinforced housings found in consumer vehicles. The telemetry from that last-place finish provides the structural blueprint for the 400 horsepower platform intended for the 2028 Celica. While many brands use racing as a marketing gimmick to sell trim packages, Toyota has converted the pit lane into their primary research and development pipeline. This stands in contrast to an industry moving towards silent, electrified transportation that often prioritizes compliance over driver engagement. Toyota is using its alternative fuel program to find a carbon-neutral path that preserves the noise and tactile feedback of internal combustion and manual gearboxes. The company's commitment to this philosophy is so deep that leadership has greenlit sports cars with no projected profit margin, simply because the engineering team found them engaging to build. The future of the mechanical sports car depends on this willingness to test, break, and refine cars through the chaos of the racetrack.